After Grandpa Pig crushed George in the lawnmower, he finally managed to collect the little pig's remains into a black bag. Nobody noticed what had happened, but a new problem emerged. He realized the police would be talking to him the next day. Immediately, he set off on a trek through the forest. He had gone too far this time. He even had to prepare a sleeping bag to rest and bury George's body properly. The next day, however, he woke to find the bag torn open. He hadn't accounted for the wildlife in the forest. They must have smelled the bacon. George was still young, and because of this mishap, Grandpa Pig's plan had failed miserably. At that moment, he was in total shock. After wandering randomly through the forest for hours, he finally made it back home. The old fool had been circling for so long that he just barely arrived in time to meet the police. The interview dragged on, with questions about his whereabouts and actions. Grandpa Pig explained his suspicious behavior, claiming he was shocked by George's disappearance. Even so, the investigators were intensely curious. "When was the last time you saw George?" they asked. He had gone to the bathroom, they noted, but the young pig was still in a diaper, making the explanation even more suspicious. When asked about his appearance, Grandpa Pig admitted he was dirty and distressed. He had spent the last several hours searching the forest for George, not even considering that he might expose his entire plan. Despite everything, he felt calm, having given up and carried George's remains far enough that no one could find them, ensuring there would be no evidence against him. At that moment, the investigators left, saying they would return later, and asked Grandpa Pig to stay in touch with the authorities. No sooner had they gone than they tracked him into the forest, following his footprints, and quickly found the black bag, torn, shovel nearby, making the situation even worse. Later that day, Peppa ran in with new evidence, a piece of George's nose. Cornered, Grandpa Pig had no choice but to confess everything he had done. Immediately, his entire family abandoned him, not because George had died by accident, but because of all the lies Grandpa Pig had used to deceive everyone.